3. Baseball trick shots. Wait.
Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we have the pleasure of talking about the T29, which is a tank that I've been in the game for a very long time, but still is really good. Wargaming went through different kind of buff and nerfs through the time concerning that tank, and nowadays we have a really nice tank to play with. It still has some downsides that I'm gonna explain in that video, but trust me, this is a tank you wanna have in your garage and probably keep it and enrich it the same way I did here. So basically, what do you need to know about that tank? Several things. First thing first, we should talk about the armor profile. For that, I don't know yet if I'm going to use Blitz Inspector, but let's say that this tank is a hull-down beast, because it's literally impenetrable for most of the tanks you're going to encounter, including tier 8, beside your cupola. But trust me, this cupola is really hard to get, so you can peacefully hull down with that tank without fearing of being penetrated to a weak spot, a really shown weak spot. It's not the case on that tank. For the rest, and especially the hull armor, it's easy to penetrate, but I gotta remind you that if you angle it even just a little bit, as it's already really angled, you will be able to bounce a couple of lucky shells. Now that we talked about the armor, what's up about the gun? This gun has two problems in my opinion, the reload time and the gun dispersion, because when you take a look, the gun dispersion is nearly 0.35 when you are using the right equipment, which means that with this tank, guys, are you gonna struggle getting your shots in if you don't fully focus. To combine on top of that, you have a good DPM, not the best but still a good one, and the aiming time that is really long. So the main problem with that tank, you guessed it by now, is probably its lack of accuracy. For the rest of the tank, the mobility is not the best. You are a really heavy tank, therefore you are slow, it's totally logic, but not slow enough for you to be handicapped by that. So don't worry, you will be able to do a lot of things on the battlefield. How am I equipping my tank? It's simple. First I go for the gun rammer because I have enough penetration, followed by the enhanced gun lane drive, to reduce my aim time, and here it's all about you. I would rather go for the refined gun because most of the time with that tank, when I shoot, I'm immobile, therefore have the it increases my chance of hitting the enemy when I'm fully focused, whereas with the vertical stabilizer, yes, you are going to aim faster, but you will not have the second bonus, which is plus 15% to accuracy during tank and turret movement. After, I go for the vitality, so the defense system, because I'm not gonna ram anybody. Improved assembly, because my armor is already enough and strong enough for me not to have to use it. And finally, the toolbox, because an strike is useless. To finish, improved optics, because I'm not a tank destroyer, I'm not gonna camp. Engine accelerator to increase a bit my mobility, which is kind of low. To finish off with high-end consumable or the consumable delivery system, depending on what you would rather play. And I think that for me the best is probably going for the consumable delivery system, so I'm gonna leave it that way. Now let's jump into some playstyle replays we will see right now. Okay guys, I decided to go for some live battle, and to show you the playstyle, it's quite simple, and that's definitely a line I recommend to every single newbie out there, because let's say that it's easy to play this line, the T29 line, from tier 5 to the tier 10, because they all literally share the same playstyle, which is a really good playstyle. Okay, we have some people in the chat that recognize us. It's me, Xenon. Oh, I know you, Xenon. So we have shout out to Atashi, I guess, and Bass, that are both, and Blitz Hacks. Nice! Those are my moderators. This is lovely. You're gonna be in a video, guys. Even if I do a bad game, I'm gonna keep it just for you to be in a video. Okay, so I could go to the mine. It would be possible, not the mine, but I mean, all down from here, but I would rather go here this way, because I feel like with a heavy tank, what you want to do most of the time is blocking the way to your opponents, and as you can see, the lack of gun accuracy is already showing itself, guys. Are we going to be able maybe to sneak in another shell before the guy goes back? Yes, we can, and we didn't take a shot from the tank destroyer to finish off with, which is really good. Okay, the IS is not taking care about us, so we don't really care. We are just gonna focus him until he dies. It worked perfectly, and now I have the choice. I could either come back to the mine and trying to get into some hull down position, which would be the best tactic, but it would take me really too much time. So instead, I'm gonna try to go on the KV-1S. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to bounce him. There we go, we sneak our shot. We're gonna poke some adrenaline right there to be able to get the shots in as well. There is the SU. I could have gone for the KV-1S, but I decided not to. The problem is this KV is not a problem, but the SU is. So we are going to try to get a shot on the KV-1S as soon as possible. Can we? Oh, what a lucky shot. Most of the time, those shots are not gonna go in. Not a problem, we are gonna keep going. There is the KV-1 is, but he's escaping because he doesn't want to take a shot. And here you're gonna see the strength of my tank. Lucky shot one more time. This is the gun dispersion factor, the element I was using. Now that we're good, we are gonna take that position here in all down, or we're too big. Are we too big to take it? Okay, if we're too big to take it, it's not a problem. We're gonna L down from this position right there. There we go, sneaking a shot and unfortunately missing. But it's not a problem, guys. It's not a problem. All we have to do is following the the Tiger P, sorry. Is he gonna block him? Yeah, it seems. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. We help the Tiger. Tiger, you got this? Derp? Or not? No, you were unlucky on your shots. Yeah, sorry, Bass. I wanted to help you, but you blocked the fella. Not a problem, not a problem. We still have this guy to go for, as we have a really high tank in terms of aesthetic. We can try to sneak shots, but unfortunately it didn't work out for us. Not a problem, there is the SU, and as you can see, it worked pretty well for us. I'm gonna still go for another game for you to be able to understand how to play in all down with that tank, because here you didn't see that much. And it's already over. We did 1.9k damage, which is good, but it's not enough. So we're gonna go for another one. Let's wait for the battle to finish so I can show you the statistics, but those were good statistics. But let's roll another one where we go full all down. That's gonna be better for you to understand. Okay guys, the second game is gonna be perfect for me to be able to demonstrate how strong the all down abilities of the T29 are, because as you can see, we are bottom tier. And being bottom tier with that tank is not a problem as long as you know what you're doing. You gotta find an all down position. That's why here I decided to go on the left side of the map, because it's either I could have like all down from this position right there if they were in front staying here, and also if they are going on the right, I just have to take a null down position on the side right there. I'm followed by the ISU-152. I hope he's not gonna block me too much. And the fact that your tank is really high really allows you to get those shots in. Unfortunately, obviously, I had to get a critical track without damage at all, but it's not a problem. We are gonna stay there. The Tiger 2 is gonna die in the process, probably. But is it a problem? I don't think so, I don't think so. If my team doesn't push too far, this is something we want to avoid. So we're gonna try to get some shots when they cross, especially on the ISU-152. Come on, there we go, our shot went in, and unfortunately the ISU didn't try to get him down. Not a problem, as he can sneak. Ooh, what an amazing shot on the T34 instead. Okay, it's not over, guys. There we go. Okay, it seems like the T34 has to pray RNGesus for us not to penetrate again and again and again. But hey, those are the consequences of having a bad accuracy. Not a problem. We are gonna keep it all down style, boys. That's what you want to do with the T29. And I feel like I'll have to move sooner or later if I want to avoid getting... Oh man, look at this T34. 3 times in a row I missed him. I should have done at least 1k damage on him. Yeah, this is the inconvenience of the T29 on this. This is really, really frustrating when you shoot, but not a single shot goes in. Okay, Ice 3 managed to put it out, not a problem, because now we have a really good position and we still bounce. This is awesome. Is it possible that I stop bouncing, or do I have to get wrecked all the time? This is a good question. Okay, come on. Oh, finally I penetrate. And here you see how strong your armor profile is, especially against all those tanks, those juicy tanks we have here. Armor profile is good, but definitely not the gun, gotta be fair. As long as they don't push me, I'm safe, but I feel like, yeah, they want to push now. They want to push, and they still bounce. All the shots are going into my huge gun mantlet, which is kind of impenetrable for those kind of tanks. There we go, sneaking in another one on the Ice 3 and staying all down all the time. If, for example, here I thought about being brave and pushed, I would have get completely wrecked. Whereas from here, by not pushing, I don't allow them to see the weak part of my tank. This is exactly what you want to do. This is exactly what you gotta do. There we go. Oh, I thought he was gonna shoot at the T2065, or maybe he did and I didn't see it. 4, 3, no, he really wants to get me, does he? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, take your shot, die, and the T54 lightweight that we gotta avoid as well. 4, 3, 2, okay, perfect, perfect. Sorry, T2065, I just want to turn because I'm really slow. And we're gonna try to take our shots on them. We are gonna be greedy and we're gonna see if it works for us or if we die in the process. I don't know yet. But we're gonna see. Oh, sneaking an HE. Okay, no HE, but at least we got the last shot in, and I could have done way more if my accuracy didn't troll me, but I'm still gonna keep that replay because it shows you everything I wanted to show you, the huge gun mantlet armor and the bad accuracy. Hopefully you enjoyed. Now you know how to play your T29. Always show only your turret and stick with the rest of your team, and you should be safe. See ya, subscribe, like and share, and hopefully take care of yourself.